Good evening once again, everyone. My name is Mr. Smeghead, and tonight we're going to be doing part 23 of the Adventures of Alundra Let's Play, where we've just been teleported back from Magaskar to hear that, well, to find that Septimus was snooping around in the house for no good reason. Like, literally coming upstairs. It's like, oh, maybe he's here, maybe he's not. Well, how convenient. Anyway, we're going to go see what's going on with that. Oh yes, we're going to go see what's going on with that because, well, Septimus came into the house saying, yeah, we may think that there's something going on with Ronan, like he's praying to some evil god. We're going to be finding out about that, but first we're going to be finding out what Sybill has to show us, or to dream about. It's a crazy thing. Anyway, let's see what's going on in here. As it is. Yep, we're being shown. And this is going to be spoilers. Well, actually, this is technically spoilers. Yes, we're finding out some stuff about future events once again. The place we were walking through is an area we will be exploring later. And this is something that we should, by rights, be finding out about later on in the game. Of course, that's, you know, that's just how things go. These dreams have all pretty much been what was it? Fulfilled, as it were. Like, what was it that happened so far? Actually, no, wait. The thing about the monkeys hasn't happened yet. The werewolf has happened. I don't remember what else has happened though. But it seems that if this is to happen, or if these dreams are to really become true, then we are going to be getting the Holy Sword at some point later on in the game, by way of the death of Lutus. How distressing. And here we get to see the real form of Melzaz. Yep, he's a plant bastard. Rather odd that he would speak like that. Oh well, it's here. Oh yeah, you don't care about the guy who's gonna kill you enough to actually give him proper pronoun usage? Screw you, you bastard. Anyway, with that, the dream is over. We really had to get a good 5-second look at that, just to really confirm, yes, that was scary. I forget what I was saying. Anyway, Sybill has one last bit of exposition before she wanders back home. It's, you know, the usual sort of hints as to what will be happening later on. And yes, we will. The little dog just walking into the shot, who cares about him? And she just toddles back home. Nothing bad could happen there. Anyway, now to have another chat with the villagers before we actually go on and, you know, explore the sanctuary for what it's worth, or to see what's going on there, as it is. It seems like, what was it? Rumors are being spread about Alundra. It's kind of a weird thing. Don't know why you do that. Oh, you know, either it's what was it? Rumors about Alundra leaving, or it's praise for Alundra considering that he saved the one guy who's constantly been naysaying him for the entire time of his adventure here. Or his stay here, rather. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. I better cut that out. Sorry. Anyway. We're gonna, as I mentioned, praise, nothing but. Even Giles has been apparently showering praise on us, although I don't think we see him in this video. It's kind of a weird thing, like, oh hey, he's been fucking talking in the heavens about you. Can I hear it from him? No! Why not? He went out. Weird. Anyway, apparently Ronan's gone walkies as well. We're gonna have to go find him as well. But, you know, we'll come to that bridge. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, as it is. Septimus, of course, I'm not entirely sure why I decided to look in here, just to confirm it. He is nowhere to be found. He is going to be near the sanctuary, looking for a way in. I mean, obviously the way in is through the front door, but there are complications at hand, as there always is. I really need to learn how to stop stuttering, or make it even more amusing. Ooh, yes, and here we have some more interesting stuff. Theology stuff, I suppose? Yep, it seems like Rumi's slowly getting the gist of what's going on as well. And yep, Wendell being Wendell. You know, sorry, I'm kind of at a mild loss for words here, because for the most part this is talking, and as I have shown, woof, thank you, doggy, I am not the best at watching other people talk. It's kind of a weird thing. It's very strange. In fact, and this is what I mean by Giles not being in. He's not in the bed. No, he's not in the downstairs bed. He's not at his, I forget what the hell the name of that thing is. He's on the upstairs bed. I find it weird that they have beds so separate they're on different floors. But hey, that's a thing that they want to do. I'm not going to judge them. But anyway, we're going to go down here and see that. Oh hey, the chimney stack isn't chimneying. It isn't lit, and yet it is lit. How confusing. Now these pots are special in that it's not shown here. I just wanted to use that just in case, you know, something did end up appearing. Unfortunately, it didn't. Those treasure chests, those pots can have magic seeds in them. You know, not the permanent ones that will be broken. No, they have a small chance of having those little, essentially the equivalent of life, drops of life. Oh, and of course, you can pass. I'll look into that later once I've realized, oh hey, I've got the damn thing. Past me was a bit of an idiot there. Anyway, what was it? Yeah, we're gonna tell Lutus exactly what Sybill saw. Not the best. I want to say it's not the best of ideas, but you know, gotta keep people up to date, as it were. I don't know why I ran there. Kind of a weird thing. Yep. Apparently there's hints that maybe he isn't. He's putting on the glad act, as it were. Couldn't tell you, because we still don't get to see him. Kind of a weird thing. In fact, the next time we see him, he's back to his old ways, basically shouting death and murderer at us. Don't ask why he says that, you'll find out later. Anyway, but he has apparently not been having any dreams whatsoever. It's a little creepy, you know? I'm not entirely sure what to make of that. And once again, we got some strange talking here. But anyway, I find it very weird that, or I guess it makes sense in a weird way, that you can't get those magic seeds just about anywhere. You have to get them from 2 pots, or it's one type of pot. But it's just so useless there. Like, if you could get them very rarely in the world, it would make sense because, okay, sometimes you have. Wait, where was I going with that? Anyway, here we have Maya being. Well, explaining what exactly she thinks is going on. As she says, she seems to think that Ronan is being hoodwinked into praying to a demon. I was going to say devil. Same thing, basically. Well, no, they're not. Anyway, what was it? Maya seems to believe that there is something going on here, and you know, maybe we'll find out. It's gonna be an interesting half hour, as it were. Trying to find out exactly what the secret of the sanctuary is. But first off, we're going to have to talk to a few more people, and then we could actually go explore it properly. Hooray. They really need to get someone to clean out all the glass bottles here. Yep, the sons of birches. Oh, man. Man, I don't even know what the hell that means in any sense of the context. Like, I know what it means if it were actually English, but it's slurred, so... Anyway, and once again being slightly schizophrenic, I think schizophrenic, getting a little, I want to say lucid. No, that's later on. Anyway, excuse me, been a little distracted again. Sorry. Alright, can you tell I like apologizing a lot? That's usually a telling sign of something, isn't it? Nope, and we just accidentally find Mead here. He seems to think that Ronan is paranoid. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I know how that feels, sort of, maybe? It's a weird thing. What was it? The worries of the world are starting to get to Yuri. It's kind of a sad thing. Just, what was it? Just all these bad things are happening. You just can't get on with life. It's weird. I mean, I've not really had that much, but it's a strange thing. Finally, we're going to get to talk to Sybill and Sierra. Sierra seems a little worried about Sybill. It's understandable, considering the one thing that sort of defined her, for better or worse, has suddenly gone away, and she doesn't seem too responsive. I mean, okay, she does seem responsive. I mean, she's talking. She's just repeating the same thing she said last time, but if this had what was it, character art that changed, you'd probably be able to see that something was off there, off in her eyes. Oh yes, and here we have the realization that I had the secret pass. Can you tell what this does? If you can, you've read ahead, and I don't like that. Or maybe I do. You're a go-getter or some shit. I don't know. Fucking Cave Johnson? What the hell's the words? Anyway, once again we got Naomi I want to say capitalistic. But yeah, just gotta make sure that, you know, at least some money's going into the world. So we're just gonna grab one last healing herb before we go off into the sanctuary. Hooray! Anyway, with that done, let's go enter the house of God, as it were. Just after 5 more seconds of walking. Oh boy, I've always got to appreciate all these moments of silence where nothing is happening as I talk over them. And yes, here we have Septimus just staying in front of the door. Apparently it's locked, so we're in an impasse. We can't get in through the front door. So, what's the best way to get into a building? Yes, we've got to let him talk very slowly. At this point, I was kinda dealing with what was it? I was dealing with texting someone as well. You know how it goes. You're trying to juggle things all at once. Kinda distracting. Anyway, here we have Septimus suggesting that the best way to in is through the rear. Wait a minute. No, not through the rear. Through not an inordinary exit. Or a unique entrance, rather. We've got to dispense with one of the windows. I like the wording there. It's lovely. It's simple. Yeah, once again, I was being distracted by words or by text messages, because you know you gotta deal with these sort of things. Now then, this is the reason we can jump up here. And yes, all we need to do is use a flail at that window. Of course, there is a different way. Just make it thunderstruck. It's crazy. You can actually do that. You could just do that from, like, the door. It's just like, oh, hey, this is a lot easier. Why didn't I do this? You just teleport into the window, which is shockingly loud for what it is. Now, you gotta wonder how perspective works there. Anyway. Here, we've broken into the... we've broken into the kitchen, as you do. Oh, whoops, knock. Sorry, right, so yeah, we've broken into the top floor here, where there's a kitchen in one side, a bed in the other, beds in the other, which, now that I look at it, sort of confuses me. You'll see why in a minute, in about 5 to 10 minutes. Anyway, this is where we're going to be interrupted by bloody knocking. Crazy bastard as he is. No, but seriously, we're going to be actually exploring the sanctuary in... What was it? We're going to be exploring it properly, seeing what's in all of the nooks and crannies of this place, seeing if there's any strange secrets that may lurk within its confines. Naturally, there's going to be a lot of stuff here. There's There's 4 sets of 2 rooms, 4 sets of 4 corridors, or 4 corridors with 2 sets of rooms accessible for each room. Oh, wait, is that how it goes? Yeah. Basically, we got this place is pretty much a puzzle dungeon. I don't know if you'd even call it a dungeon because, oh hey, you're just exploring a simple old sanctuary. What could go wrong? Falling switches. This is what all this leads towards will amuse you, or it amused me when I realized what the hell was going on. Let's just say that much. Anyway. Nothing to do on the bottom floors. We've got to go up and we've got to go talk to Septimus and see what's going on. He's suggesting that we go upstairs, of course. Basically, he's a hint coin, as it were. Tells us where we should go to see if we can find a way forwards. Thankfully, I didn't manage to hit my face on the wall there trying to run upwards, as I do later on. But anyway, what was it? Yes. Up to the north there, you can see, I think that's... I can never remember. To the south is the library, where we're going to have to find a couple of books in order to put them into a couple of lovely slots. And to the north of here is, I think, the bedroom. Or it's certainly a room with a lot of stuff in it. we're gonna go there. That's the last place we'll be going, but to begin with, we shall be dropping down here. Now we're gonna find out that yes, Septimus has moved around and he's found something. Rather curiously enough, he managed to roll his perception. He managed to pass his perception checks. Brilliant. And yes, what happens when we throw the switch? Rumbling. It's not that crazy, but it's certainly a thing. So now we gotta go see what's in the West Room. I thought, of course, maybe that book would be useful, but my memory failed me. It's just a round pillar. I don't know. But anyway, the door. What was it? The door to the south here is opened, so we can now try and get to that button, which has just appeared. I really should stop being such foresighter. Stop with the foresighterly. I'm not entirely sure why the boxes are... well, actually, I know why the boxes are stacked like that, but I'm not entirely sure if there was anything up there. And I thought, maybe I'll be able to get it over here. Nope, you gotta do something in order to get to that switch. And you can probably figure out what it is, but we shall see in about 5 seconds, just to really drive that point home. And yep, this place is buttoned up like a suit. It's crazy. Now then, what happens when we press this one? Why yes, we're going to kill whoever's praying! There's something going on here, something fishy. He does not seem to appreciate what's going on. Anyway, with that done, nothing much has happened on the lower floors, but on the upper floors, we will find a way. We will find that something has changed in the bedroom. Nothing changes in the kitchen because, well, that's where you break in. It doesn't really do much. But as I figured, oh yeah, I better explore just to make sure. But to here, we see that one of the beds has moved, and that there is a hole. Oh no, wait, now that I think about it, that was what the switch did. Oh, I'm a genius. I am like the worst genius. And anyway, through here we shall find, what was it? I think this is the crypt, as it were. Is it the crypt? Well, whatever it is, it's got a bunch of caskets and a demon book. Well, it's a book that just teleports. It does what it does, or it does what it wants to. Why is the FPS of this bloody preview being so terrible? Making it difficult to watch. But anyway, as you can see, we can't grab the book. Every time we go for it, it teleports away. Whatever the hell is going on here, it is very strange and very elaborate. Like, you know what this place needs? Haunted books. Yeah, totally. And now we'll get to see what exactly is going on with the table here. Remember how at points in the game I would have attacked it, and the sprite would appear behind it. Yeah, that means there's something behind it, or there's something to be found there. Anyway, we're going to be getting some help from Septimus in catching that book. A little humor there. Killed the mood properly, didn't you? Anyway, he just ponders off as we tail him automatically. How can you tell this? Well, it's because Alundra is following a very strict path and not diagonalizing everything, or not going in diagonals all over the damn shop. Now then, Septimus sees what's going on, and that means we're gonna have to go chase a book. Because Septimus is a lazy git. I mean, I suppose I can understand that, but screw you, buddy. Anyway, this what was it? The book will go across all 8 of the caskets, in a loop until it appears. Well, it would, unless of course Septimus is there to catch the damn thing. Unfortunately, I'm not able to pick it up from there. Almost cave his head in. That's not the best way to do things, Anyway. Thank you for the amazing, bombastic trilling here as we've picked up a book. Like, the book of Alundra. That was pretty cool. The Book of Runes. This is basically a switch. Or, not a switch. We use this in order to continue the area. Or continue in the area. As you can see, the Book of Runes. It's strange. Spooky even. I would make a joke there, but screw that. Anyway, with that done, we can continue further and deeper into the annals of the library. Wow, I could have worded that so much better. Anyway, this done. We get 2 separate text prompts. It's a fun time here at the video games. With that, one of the bookcases moves, which leads us to another fucking bookcase to deal with. We'll get to that once we get to that. We will also, of course, find a book. But, we'll need to find another book. Rather amusingly enough, Septimus has found another switch. So, considering what happened the last time, you can probably tell he's not exactly going to be keen to push it. It could be anything. Yes. Gotta wonder why Ronan would have all these traps set up everywhere. Or all these random buttons everywhere. Whoever the hell built this place in the first place was kinda kooky. Like, switches everywhere, haunted books, oh, there's some other stuff as well. It's just confusing. Anyway, this room is, what was it? That door is now open. I don't know why I felt the need to push these again, but, well, screw you, I wanted to. But with that, we can actually go in, hit the switch, and open the door to the south. Which, of course, we're not going to see, because that will be pointless transitioning. And we get the life container! Life vessel. The heart vessel. Wait, hold the phone. It's like they're connected in some way. No. But anyway, with that done, boosh, free full heal. Not that we needed it. No enemies here, of course. And we're going to see that the entrance to the south is open, leading to the Sunday school. Or, I think, just to the school in general. I say it's Sunday school because, well, it's in a sanctuary. You know, it's in a religious area. But, no, that's not the case. This may just be a school. Once again, haunted by some spooky ghosts. That like to rearrange everything. Poltergeists. That's what it was. Poltergeists. Ghosts. Poltergeists? I don't know. And with that, whatever the hell was going on, he apparently likes the fact that everything is nice and tidy, and rewards us with another book. Maybe that's just a reward system that's been set up into the building. Whatever the hell it is, it's confusing. Weirdly enough, the book doesn't change name. I think it may have done if I had examined this earlier, you know, when I'd already used the book. But oh well, stuff happens. Phlegm. Sorry, I don't know why I felt the need to mention that, but whatever. Oh man, I better watch my language before I end up turning into one of those lols so random people. That's the last thing I need. Anyway, there's only a couple last things to do, and then we can finally gain, well, entrance to the secret of the sanctuary. There's so much secret stuff here, it's crazy. There's a button behind this bookcase. Once again, I say, whoever the hell built this place is a fucking crazy bugger. Because, do you know what's fun? In order to think of how all this must work in like a real life sense. I mean, okay, I know it's a game, but unless, yeah, you'll see why I'm a little confused in about a second, because that room leads to Ronan's room, or what I believe is Ronan's bedroom, because there's a bed there. It's like all this in order to get to the place where you sleep. Like, he's definitely not got a house in the village. And he doesn't seem to have any lodgings anywhere else. And this is specifically a key to enter somewhere. Maybe he has a secret passage that he can use to get here. But even so, why would you have something used to lock your door, and then put it behind several, behind half a dozen steps in order to actually access the room the normal way? Like, there's being paranoid, and then there's that. That's crazy, man. Not even I would do that. Anyway, just to quickly show the key, is a curious key that apparently Alundra knows was held by Ronan. Little creepy, don't you think? Wisecrack. But yeah, he seems. Seems in his examinations, Septimus has discovered something curious about the table. I think this is a table. It's certainly a thing, but we will be able to move it with the use of this key. So we've got to use it. Nothing else we can do. Anyway, what happens? Well, we have a mild stutter in my amazing commentary. Now, a concealed staircase. I like how they're actually using the in-game currency for once. It's not just something that's known to Alundra and nothing more. But anyway, we can now continue on and see what's going on. There is some eerie stuff going on here. It's so eerie that it needs several flights of stairs. This is the sort of thing I'd build in Minecraft. Or, to wit, this is the sort of thing I'd build in Minecraft. You know, really terrible stairs that lead into a giant cave. Or into a giant sanctuary, rather. Now then, we have found Ronan. Don't know why he'd lock himself up in here. And now the dark secrets. For all of you who saw this coming, you got good pattern recognition. Yes, it's unsurprising that the priest, the chancellor rather, is corrupt. Yep, it seems he not only content with worshipping a dark god, he's also breaking the rules, the laws of the world, of the land. How dare he? You know, that's the real weird bit. But anyway, it seems that he knows that he's praying to Malzaz. It's a little weird, don't you think? And yep, apparently it's not a secret. Everyone does it. Well, a lot of people do it, but they don't realize that this guy is genuinely evil. And I like how he's trying to pull Alundra into this, just like, dude, no, I just walk around in people's heads. I don't know what the hell is going on here. What the hell is a politics? Or religions? Anyway, once again, it's starting to get into... It's starting to get into what some folks might call prattle. So at this point, Ronan decides... not Ronan, Septimus decides, you know what, sort this, let's book it for now. He's not going to have anything decent to talk about. Yep, it's obviously not the gods that are at fault. They're faultless. What was it? I forget what the name is. But anyway, it's not worth dealing with. Alundra is out of there so fast you'd think he didn't want to be there. Anyway, this is the end of the video. It's an unfortunate thing, but considering the situation, it's best to end it here. Leave it on a cliffhanger, as it were. I thank you all for watching, and hope you continue watching, because the next one, oh, it's going to be a kicker.